The story begins in 1999 in Thika. On that fateful day, the police came in his neighborhood to investigate a case of armed robbery that happened days prior. According to Peter, when the police found the alleged car that was used in the robbery on his family's property, all the young men living nearby, including a then 21-year-old Peter, were arrested. In his words, if you had money, you would get freed. If you don't have the money, you get convicted.
Oh my God!
His version of the story was given the benefit of the doubt by Nairobi High Court lawyer Donald Rabala. It doesn't surprise me, this is Kenya for you. Although no one was killed in the armed robbery, Peter was bizarrely given a death penalty. At the time, death penalty was legal in Kenya until 2017. He was to be the first to be executed since 1987. As the day edged closer and closer, Peter was becoming more and more anxious. I was just 21 and now you have been told you have to go and wait for an appointment with a hangman. However, before his life was cut short, the court later converted his sentence to a life imprisonment. Peter was imprisoned in NAIVASHA maximum prison. Inside the prison, Peter was the poster boy for what a reformed prisoner should be. In 2004, Peter enrolled for an accounting program in Strathmore University. He started to tutor other prisoners. He gained the administration's trust that one time when the prisoner's accountant was not available, he chipped in for him in the prison's administrative office. The officers were so fond of him that they organized a fundraising event to help pay for Peter's studies. The event was a success because they raised 400,000 Kenya shillings. The same year Peter enrolled for accounting, something
happened
in NAIVASHA maximum prison, the prison he was detained, that brought the country to a standstill. On 21st April 2004, the biggest prison break in the country to date went down. Not one, not two, but 28 inmates vanished from NAIVASHA maximum prison into thin air. The cause of the escape was deemed to be inadequate staff. A week later, 5 of the 28 escapees were rearrested. The 23 others were never caught. 3 years later, after that bonkers escape, 7 inmates decided to recreate it once again. On 4th of March 2007, 7 inmates escaped the same prison, NAIVASHA maximum prison, in an absurd way. The escape, however, turned political when ODM claimed that the government had deliberately assisted the prisoners to escape to assassinate top ODM leaders. Maybe the 2 prison escapes that took place right in front of his own eyes might have pushed Peter to execute his own. But unlike the other escapes, Peter pulled it alone.
I am not in danger, Skylar. I am the danger.
In 2010, after he completed his accounting program, Peter enrolled at Nairobi University in Kabete for a Bachelor of Commerce. For 2 years, he would go to the university classrooms to sit for his exams with guards usually waiting for him outside, and once he is done, he would be transported back to the prison. A week before Christmas, on 17th December 2014, Peter had a different idea. The day started normal. Peter was ferried to Nairobi University to sit for an exam and the guards waited for him outside. When the time was up, Peter was nowhere to be seen. The poster boy had disappeared into thin air. A manhunt for him started, but till to date, Peter has never been caught. The escape did not go unnoticed because a month after the escape, on January 31st, 2015, 5 inmates of Eldoret prison escaped after overpowering 2 armed warders in a prison vehicle transporting them to Kabete Law Courts in Baringo. This was one of the 4 prison breaks that took
place that year.
On May 23rd, 3 prisoners serving life sentence escaped from KAMITI maximum prison, the most secure prison in the country, by cutting grills during a blackout at the prison. 2 months later, on July 5th, 5 prisoners escaped in a very absurd way. The final escape of that year was an inmate at KAMITI maximum prison who escaped from Kenyatta National Hospital, where he was receiving a treatment after a thorough thrashing from a prison warder. And although these escapes would make a good action movie, none matches the 2019 escape. It is the coldest prison break in Kenya to date. It's a Friday, July 5th, 2019, and 19 male prisoners who are charged with robbery with violence are boarding a police bus at Thika. The prisoners were being transported to industrial area 15 kilometers from Thika. 4 policemen had been assigned to oversee the transfer of the inmates. The voyage went on smoothly until they were just 7 kilometers away from the destination when the vehicle got stuck in traffic. When the inmates saw that, they broke the vehicle's grille and jumped off the vehicle and fled in different directions. What followed seemed like a Fast and Furious movie. The 4 policemen jumped off the vehicle and embarked on a mission impossible, a foot chase, to capture the inmates. The police were able to capture only 2 of the 19 inmates. The 17 others vanished into thin air.